Hello and welcome back to a new year, new game. This is where I attempt to play 365 games in my Steam library that I've never played before. This is game 155, Hearthlands. I'm kind of on the fence of whether this is a thumbs up or mid. I'm somewhere in between. It's not a bad game. The art style is unique. I can't really compare it to anything else. It has its own uniqueness to it, and this is more of a mix of a city builder and a real-time strategy because they do have wars and fights. You're essentially making your own little kingdom. It's a kingdom type builder game, and you have all the farming resources and stuff like that: wood, iron, coal. You can do farming, pigs, crops. I'm pretty sure there's other animals as well. We just went through the tutorial. I wasn't sure how long it was going to take. I figured if I could breeze through the tutorial, learn the basics, I could go on to do like the campaign mode or something like that. And we just didn't have time. It went over an hour doing that, and as is, I still have to edit through all those videos and put something together for you. So I got a fun, probably like 3-4 hours ahead of me. Yeah, there I am, letting you a little bit backstage, breaking a bit of the fourth wall. I haven't even edited the video yet. What you're about to see has not been made as of me recording this. Isn't that crazy? Isn't it strange how time works? But yeah, let's go back to the game. It's an interesting game. Again, on the fence, has that mix, and I just keep thinking of like if they added a military mode to City Skylines, to where like you're making an army and you can have invasions and things like that happening. That would be kind of a crazy mix. I would not doubt if there's a mod out there somewhere that actually does do just that. Anyways, I hope that you all will enjoy Hearthlands here on New Year, New Game. Let's learn the very basics. Tutorial designed to help you understand the basics concept of Hearthlands and doesn't show nearly as many features as the game has. There are a lot of details that you may want to discover yourself. Cool, I tried to do that, didn't work out. First of all, your city needs people. Scroll the map to find a good empty location for your houses. Ideally, it would be near trees and mushrooms. Buttons in the bottom left corner of the screen are the construction menus. Click the house button, the left click on the map, wherever you want your house to be. 12 houses will be enough for now. If you misplace something or you want to remove a tree to clear out the area, demolish tool from the construction menu. Most of the buildings in this game need roads to access. To operate, click the road button. And don't forget that you can delete roads with the demolish tool if you aren't happy with the placement. Once your houses are accessible and connected with a road, you need to wait for some migrants to arrive. Click speed 1 button at the top left corner of the screen. You can increase the pace of the game up to speed 3 times, but I don't recommend playing on high speed constantly. It's only for skipping time when you are waiting for something to happen. Once you've unpaused the game, migrants will start to arrive from the border of the map. Every house can hold 8 people in it, so you should easily reach a population of 60. The amount of people currently living in the city is shown at the very top of the screen. They just show up. They just go, oh look, some roads. Nice clearing. What are those sticks? Some designated plot lands? As you may have noticed, your people are complaining about the lack of food. If there's something that requires your attention, you'll see an icon in the building showing which problem the building has. Every citizen requires a certain amount of food every month. If there is not enough food, your people will eventually leave your city in search of a better life. There are 8 types of food in this game: apples, turnips, honey, eggs, fish, cheese, wurst, and bread. Each type with the different nutrients values. Apples the worst, and bread is the best. Each type also has its own production chain. Growing turnips is one of the simplest ways to get food. Build 3 growers' lodges and connect them with a road. Build 72 turnip plots. 72, Jesus Christ. 24 per grower's lodge. Close the lodges. You can also build a scarecrow to protect your crops, otherwise you may lose part of the harvest. Scarecrows need to be 2 tiles away or closer from the plots to take effect. All those buildings are located under Farming tab. Every building can store a certain amount of resources, but for large quantities of them, you need a storage yard. Turnouts from growers' lodges will be delivered to the storage yard. You can specialize storage yards to store different types of resources and limit store capacity. Each resource type of the avoid clutter. Build a storage yard, which is located under Distribution tab. Build a peddler's tent and connect it with a road. I didn't read the little thing that popped up, I just skipped past it. Once food has been delivered to a house, the house evolves to the next level and is able to hold more people. It usually takes up to 1 month for a house to evolve. By evolving your house, you create more room for people. Migrants will arrive to those houses and increase your population. Evolve 12 houses to the second level. Let's go very fast and have that happen. After food's been taken care of, it's time to think about health. Plague can happen if your people don't get enough medicine. To produce medicine, build a herbalist shop near some mushrooms. That's where the mushrooms are for. You'll also need logs. Build a woodcutter's lodge near some trees. Use mushrooms and logs as fuel. Herbalists will create 1 load of medicine from 1 load of mushrooms and 1 load of logs. Apothecary is needed to distribute medicine between your citizens. Make sure apothecary is close enough to your house, otherwise pharmacies may not be able to reach every house. Don't forget to connect all those buildings with road. Woodcutter's Lodge is located under Raw Materials tab. Herbalist Shop is located under the Industry tab. And Apothecary is located under Distribution. You got it. Alright. It's got all the houses near it, so bam, there we go. Although there's usually enough mushrooms and trees on the map, you can plant them yourself. To do that, you need to build a Forester's Lodge. Left-click Forester's Lodge to choose what foresters will plant. Make sure to build it close enough to a herbalist shop and a woodcutter's lodge. It's making medicine. Let's just keep going. There it goes. In vino veritas. The next resource you need in order to evolve your house even more is alcohol. There are 4 types of alcohol: mead, wine, cider, and beer, with mead providing the least number of alcohol units, and beer the most. Probably the easiest one is wine. In order to start wine production, you need to build a winery and 24 grape plots. Make sure you're building grape plots close enough to the winery. You can find those buildings under Alcohol tab in the construction menu. Alcohol is being delivered to the houses by a peddler, which you already have. While grapes are growing, it is time to expand your city. Almost every building in the game requires a certain amount of workforce. If the building is understaffed, it works slower. Not everyone in the city works, though. The percentage of population contributing to the workforce depends on the tax level. In your culture, the higher the tax level is, the less workers you have. By default, tax level is set automatically as high as possible without creating any workers shortage. You can learn more about it on the tax and employment window. If you've been following the instructions of the tutorial, you must have a little workers shortage at this point. You can get more people by evolving your houses, which will happen once you've delivered alcohol, or by building additional houses. Build 12 more houses. Make sure they are connected to a road, to a peddler's tent, and an apothecary. The major source of coins is taxes. To collect taxes, you need to build a tax office located under Infrastructure tab. In the construction menu, tax collectors behave the same way peddlers and pharmacies do, so you need to build the office near your houses and connect it to them with a road. Office. There we go. Step 13 out of 20, I've cooked all the pork. A growing city may need a more efficient source of food than turnips. One of the possible solutions is feeding turnips to pigs and then use pigs to create meat and leather. Meat can later be smoked to create wurst. Turnips are being delivered to a pigastry. Pig herds take turnips and feed pigs with them. Every pig needs 1 load of turnips to give birth to a piglet, and 1 load of turnips more to become large pigs. Piglets need 2 loads of turnips to become pigs. Large pigs are butchered at the pigastry and yield 4 loads of meat and 4 loads of leather. Build a fence around your pigs so they won't run away. Pigastry pigs. And fences are located under Husbandry tab in the construction menu. Smokehouse uses meat and logs. To create wurst, you'll need an additional woodcutter's lodge to produce enough logs for your workshops. To make sure that turnips are used to feed pigs aren't eaten by your citizens, left-click on the peddler's tent. Set up turnips to do not accept. Turnips do not accept. Smokehouse connected with a road. Smokehouse, we're gonna build right there, next to the pig, so they can smell everyone being cooked. Apart from food and alcohol, buildings require luxury resources to evolve. Luxury resources include furniture, clothes, boots, and pillows, and should be made available to your citizens in this order. Furniture is made out of planks, which are made of logs. You'll need to build a carpenter shop to make furniture out of planks, a sawmill to make planks out of logs, and another woodcutter's lodge to provide the sawmill with logs. Sawmill and carpenter shops are located under industry tabs in the construction menu. So a third woodcutter's lodge. Beautiful. Pimp my village. Some houses will not evolve to higher levels if the appeal of the area is not high enough. Production buildings usually decrease appeal. It is a good idea to keep them away from your houses. You can see the appeal overlay by pressing 3 or clicking the appropriate button in the bottom right corner of the screen. To increase the appeal of the area, you need to build beautifications such as flower pots, fancy tree, statues, and fountains. With their fancy tree. Strike the earth. It is time to start developing your heavy industry. Build 4 coal digger lodges close to coal deposits. Stones with black chunks in them, and 4 iron diggers, lodgers near iron deposits, stoners with brown chunks in them. We'll use coal and iron ore later to make iron, which is needed for weapons and armor. You can find those buildings under Raw Materials tab in the construction menu. You can also use wood burner shops to make coal out of logs. A few tips is to make your storage and distribution systems efficient. Keep a storage yard near your grower's lodge and quickly store all of the harvest items when it's ready. If a grower's lodge is full, a grower won't be able to harvest crops. Create separate storage yards for food, wurst, alcohol, wine, furnished good medicines, and furnitures, so you will always have a reserve. Specialize your storage yards, otherwise they will fill up with raw materials and there will be no room left. Let's keep the heavy industry going. Build 2 smelters to start smelting iron ore and coal into iron. Make sure that the smelters are connected with a road to the digger's lodge. Smeltery is located under industry tab in construction. If you haven't done that yet, build a storage yard to hold leather and iron. There goes. And my axe. Weapons and armor are made by the weaponsmith shop and an armorer's shop. Accordingly, you can also make bows and arrows at Fletcher's shops, and breed horses at stables, or war pigs at Pig Ranch. War pig. Military industry is a little bit different to other protections or productions. In order to start making weapons, you need to build barracks for the desired types of units. As long as the barracks are connected to an appropriate military workshop with a road, weapon production starts automatically and finishes when the barracks no longer requires resources to train units. Every military unit requires a certain amount of coins and a set of weapons and armor to be trained. You also have to pay military upkeep regularly to support your troops. There are 7 unit types in the game: axemen, spearmen, archers, horsemen, berserkers, warpig riders, and clerics. Each type has a certain set of traits. For example, spearmen are good against mounted units. Build a barracks and weaponsmith's shop and an armorer's shop, which are located under Military tab in the construction menu. And we have all this, so might as well start getting it connected, right? I'm about to turn turnips back into food. We have so many turnips. Except turnip is food. Get these turnips out of here. We have so many of them. Since we're just feeding them to pigs now, we've got like an abundance of extra turnips. And my axe, it actually says it. That's great. We can fast forward through all this. We don't have to sit here and just wait. Unemployment is 1%. We have 6 people who are unemployed. So that means that we should build another storage yard that houses turnips. Because we have too many turnips. Oh, they're putting in worse and everything's here too. Every barrack station's 1 squad of 8 warriors. You can't control every unit individually, but you can give orders to squads. You can select a squad by clicking a squad icon above the barracks. Clicking one of its members by clicking a squad icon on the squads panel. Left click an empty spot to order selected squads to move there. Left click an enemy to attack. Left click a barracks to order its squad to return home. Now let's see your warriors in action. My lord, I'm terribly sorry to interrupt you, but the townspeople keep talking about the dead coming back from their graves near our city. Personally, I don't believe in such nonsense, but just out of curiosity, maybe we should go check. Blast! Where are the skeletons? Oh, they're there. Squad, attack. Oh no, here they come. Oh yeah, look at this. Oh no, they killed a person. Axemen to battle. Brave 2 soldiers over here. Here comes back up. They had to hold the line, distract them while the other guys went in there to make sure that we didn't have anybody taking out citizens. Let's go take out this tomb. You hear that epic battle music? Straight Castlevania vibes. Say, is he just gonna run past us? Oh look, they have names! They named all the Axemen. Victory! Achievement unlocked! I did it, Mom! You successfully completed the tutorial. There are many things which haven't been covered by the tutorial: trade, diplomacy, war, cultures, fortifications, and more. Now you can start a new game and try them out. Isn't that lovely? I think it's really all we're going to have time for is the tutorial, though. I gotta go off full screen because I can't get back to OBS if I don't. Yeah. That's been an hour. So yeah, that has been Hearthlands. It's okay. I'm not too crazy about it. But again, you know, this is just the first time playing. It could just as easily become a good game the more time that you play it. I'd be willing to give it another go and do like the campaign mode or the fortification mode. The art style is something unique, which I haven't really seen in too many other games. It's not like super crazy catches my attention, but it is unique, which is nice. I like when something happens to have like its own unique feel to it. I was trying the whole time to compare this to another game like Age of Empires or City Skylines or something like that. In all honesty, I can't really compare it to any other games, maybe because I don't play many of these types of games, other than the ones that I just named, Age of Empires, City Skylines. If you count Age of Empires as this. I mean, it does have that real-time strategy feel for sure, but it also has City Builder mixed into it as well. So those two mix of a things, pretty nice. Just imagine if City Skylines started including military and war and things into their game as well. Oh, the absolute craziness that would come from that. But yeah, I'll still give it a thumbs up. I'm a little on the fence on it though, between mid and thumbs up. But no, not a bad game, so I'll give it a thumbs up. If you yourself would like to play Hearthlands, you could do so on Steam, which is how I am currently playing it, if it happens to be available for purchase at Humble Bundle. I will include a link in the description below, which you can go click on that link, and if you purchase it that way, a small amount of your purchase goes into my Humble Bundle wallet, which I use to purchase more games, because more games is more good. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next game. Goodbye.